Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami.
DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones. Here's 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
First down, Seattle.
Here's Smith. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Then they're back.
And they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. To throw is Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Running right, here's Walker. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
taking it in from the 20.
And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Look too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line. because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. White.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
For a Miami Dolphin.
And now the first run for DatboyTj. Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
DatboyTj.
54 yards.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last.
There he goes left side.
Now he's free to midfield. How about this?
And all the way down to the 25-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. He hits his target, Lockett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Here's Walker.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Smith going to move him around. Walker. We'll take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Berrios now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action, here's White. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Sanders on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Throwing now is Geno.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, it's White.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Play action. Here's White. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Oche.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
They'll run for it with Oche.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. White looks to throw.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. Second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Now White.
At the 29-yard line.
Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They go back to the ground game with Oche.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of only a yard.
Now White.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
To throw on second down is Smith. This is the tight end Fant. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play,
You have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 70 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
On third down, here's Walker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
They snap it to Smith. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. In motion, Hill. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Geno now to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's 3rd and 7. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing is Smith. Going right back to Fant. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. On 4th down, Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before break. White. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Good for a Miami Dolphins.
A-Chain on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. White on 3rd and long.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force an incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
In motion, Hill.
Now White on 4th down.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now Geno on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position, and they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
A solid stiff arm. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
An even 100 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Seahawks 21, Dolphins 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. For 30 more yards and another first down. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers. No.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Here's Walker to start the drive. To about the 23. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
18-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, a run by H.A. And he is going to lose yardage here. Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
It's 3rd and 8.
Here's White. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins.
H.A. now up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
They'll pitch it out to H.A. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
To throw, White. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Mike McDaniel dialing up the risk here a little bit on 4th down. They're going to go for it. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. 4th down, here's White. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Out of the gun, handoff to Dallas.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Smith.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw, Smith. This complete to Lockett. Still going. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 66 yards.
And the Seahawks use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14.
Dolphins 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. The play fake, now White. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
White off play action.
And now here's another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A give for Walker running right.
Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Walker with another carry.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
2nd and 5. Now it's A-Chain headed right.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Again, it's A-Chain. The tackle made by Boye Mafe.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. White.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7.
Smith going to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. White. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement the officials didn't detect?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So the victory here for Seattle. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like